Hi everyone, it's Tammy, and this is card number 12 of my 12 cards of Halloween. This was a lot of fun to make, but it does take a little while, so be prepared for that. But first, let me tell you how you could win this card. I'm making two. I have this one, and we're going to make one here in just a minute together. And I will send this one to one of you lucky winners. And to win, all you need to do is be a subscriber, and you must be 18 years or older or have your parents' permission, because I am going to need your mailing address. And I just need you to leave a comment with your name and your email address, and I will choose a winner on or around the 15th of the month. And I do need you to respond via email with your address by the 20th of the month. And if you have not, then I will have to move on to the next winner. There will not be an additional envelope with this. There will be an envelope that will hopefully fit this. I haven't even checked that yet. And then, but because they are standard size cards, I can't put, oh yes, it barely is going to fit. But because they are standard size cards, I cannot put another envelope inside. So you will get your card with the envelope like this with your address on it. And then if you want to send it to somebody, you will have to find an envelope for it, or make an envelope for it. And it will be blank, just like this. Unless there is something that you want me to write on it or whatever, just let me know. Otherwise, you will get a blank one. So let's go ahead and get started. So what takes the longest for this card is actually for the glitter glue to dry, because it takes at least 20 minutes. I like to leave it for an hour or so just to make sure that it's good and dry. I might be able to tuck it in just a little bit to make sure that it fits in the envelope. I think we'll be all right. But I just thought this was super cute. I got this idea, I saw it on Pinterest, and I loved it. So I copied it, and let me show you what you do. So I have a piece of basic black, and then I also have a piece of basic gray, and then I have a piece of lemon lime twist, and I have this little extra piece of lemon lime twist that says eek 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 on it, and this is going to be the tag for the front. And I just went ahead and stamped this because I had that stamp out, and then I also went ahead and made a little bow with my twine. So let me move this card up, and you also need 4 googly eyes and some glitter glue. So I have the Dazzling Diamonds glitter glue. This one is from Stampin' Up, and I am a Stampin' Up demonstrator, so anything that you see that I've used from Stampin' Up is available in my shop. It is down below, TT.Scraps.stampinup.net, and you can shop there to your heart's delight. And then these are not Stampin' Up, but these are stickles, and I have Black Diamond and Starry Night, and these are going to be used, the black one will be used to make the spiders, and then the Starry Night is used just to put around the eek eek eek. So I'm going to do that part first just to make sure that we have it done, and maybe it will dry by the time we're finished. I'm not really sure. But on the little tab, I just take my scissors and cut up from the corner just to get a little flag, and then we will put just some purple along the edge. And I didn't do this back side, I just did the long sides and the flagged side. There's a little bug in here, a little flying mosquito or something. Okay, so now I'm going to move this, trying to not get the glue on me, over with some dots I've already cut out and have glitter on, so you can see those are drying. So I just used my hole punch. I have this tiny one that I use, and then also a 3/4 inch, and I just punched out a bunch of little circles from the lemon lime twist, and that is that. I just put some ink, some of the stickles on it, the Dazzling Diamond stickles. So first things first, we need to make the cauldron. So to do that, you take the basic black and the basic gray, and I want to attach the sides and the bottom only. And I'm just going to make sure that it's got enough on it that when I cut, that these will still have enough room to stick together. They won't come apart. So these are cut at exactly the same size, which is the A2 size card. So it's 5.5 by 4 1/4. Actually, you know what? Is that right? I may have. No, I think that is right. And I'm just putting them together back to back like that. Let me just double check. No, I did it 5 by 4. So I did a little smaller than an A2 size card. That's because I have the little thing that pops out. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pencil and I'm just going to draw the cauldron. And I just kind of want this to go around like that. And then like that. I'm just going to look at that. Yeah, that's all right. And then I need the sides to start close to the edge, so it's not like really bubbled out, and then bring it down. So I'm just starting it here close to the edge, going out a little, and then bringing it in. And I just kind of look at them to see if they're similar or close to each other. This one needs to be a little less, and this one might need a little more. And I'm honestly not sure if I like how wide I made that either, so I'll just start it a little higher, like that. Okay, and then once you're satisfied with it, you can just do the inside. You need the cauldron to have an opening, and it's going to be something similar to that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my marker and I'm just going to outline everything. And bring that up. Bring that down, and then I'm also going to put the base on here. Then I'm going to take my scissors and I'm just going to cut this outline out. Now remember, you've taped it together pretty good, and the reason that we did that is so that now, even though I'm cutting some of this off, it's still going to stick together. The gray and the black are still together. So like they don't come apart. Now the top is open, but the sides and the bottom are all stuck together. So it's like a little puppet. Now what you need to do is I'm going to take my eraser and I'm going to erase as much of this as will come off. If some of it, because of the marker, it won't come off, and that's okay. I just want it to look as clean as possible. so now that that is finished, get all my erasing clippings off. What you're going to do is take some sharp pointy scissors and just the top layer. So you just want the gray. You don't want to do this to the black. And I am just cutting this hole out. And I may even use these bigger scissors. And then, hi Tasman. How's my baby boy? And you want to kind of get all of the gray off, especially since I've outlined it in the black marker. It just kind of looks better. So there we go. That is pretty good, pretty good. Hi, Tasman. Now I'm going to take my glue gun and I'm just going to put a little bit of glue on the top of that cauldron. And I don't know if you'll be able to see what I'm doing here because I'm just going to kind of stick my glue gun in here and just put some up there. It doesn't have to be a lot, just a little bit so that it will stay closed at the top, because that's not the opening that you're going to put your card in. You're going to put the card in this opening right here. So now that we've done that, let's go ahead and cut the green piece of paper to make it go inside this. And it's better to have it a little too big because you can still cut it down a little bit than too small. So just to have that in your head when you're doing this. Put some of this stuff away. Makes me crazy having too much stuff out. And I don't know where these googly eyes keep coming from. Okay, so I'm going to measure from there to here, and then I'm going to take just a little bit more and put my line about right there. And then we're going to cut that off, just lining it up in my cutter. And we will see if this fits inside. Oh yes, good fit. Now see how far it sticks up? We obviously don't want it that far up, so I'm going to turn it over to see where the top of it is, and I'm going to kind of just bring it kind of out. It doesn't have to be perfect. That way I know about where to cut it off on the back side. So I'm going to line up that and trim that off. So you really don't have a ton of room to write. It's really not about that. But there we go. That is it in there. So we still need to add the bubbles to it to make it look like it's bubbling over. And we still need to add the eek and some stamping and the spiders. So let's go ahead and do that. These are already dry. I did these on the first run, and I should have just done more the first time, but I didn't know how many I would be using, so I just did those. But I'm going to be using this spider web from the Spooky Fun set. This is a retired set, but it's a really cute spider web. So I'm going to use that and my basic black. And I'm just going to ink this up. And then I'm going to fit it over here kind of on the side of the cauldron. And it's kind of cool how it just kind of blends in like that. And then I didn't re-stamp it, or re-ink it, I just put it right up there. So then there's a second web. It's not as dark as the first, but I think it looks just as cool. I'm going to clean this off. And I'm going to put the stamp away real quick. It is getting to be late at night, and I have a lot of cleaning up to do still. So I like cleaning as I go. Makes sure that I don't lose anything, and it keeps my workspace at least a little bit clean. Put that over here. Put this in here. And I'm going to put this away too. All right, so now what we're going to do is I think I will go ahead and put some stickled circles on this just to get it ready. And then I'll do the spiders. So I'm going to use some glue. And I just pulled this out just a little bit, and then I'm going to put some glue on the bottom and just kind of put these around here. And you kind of want them at different heights and different areas, so I'm just kind of playing with it a little bit. Now I don't have enough to finish this until the rest is dried, but this will give you an idea. Oops, I got glue on there. Okay, now these two don't have glitter on them, so I'm just going to leave them to the side so that I can put them when I stick some more on there that do have glitter on them. Because I like my glitter to non-glitter ratio to be high on the glitter side. So there's that so far, and you can see you just pull it out, but it's really cute. Okay, and then I won't use the bow quite yet either, because that will go on the eek. So let's go ahead and draw our spiders. And I want 2 spiders. One kind of smaller. And I don't really care if he's totally straight on the edges, like if he's a complete real circle, or if he's kind of wiggly wobbly. That's all okay. And then I'm going to draw a little bit of a bigger spider down here. And if you don't have glitter glue, you could just use embossing powder, or you could use, what else could you use? You could use regular glue and put glitter on it. And then I'm just going to draw some legs. And while it's, well, you know what, it'll still be wet when I finish this one's legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Some of those legs are kind of long. He's a daddy long leg kind of a spider. I'll make his body just a little bigger. There we go. And then you take googly eyes and just put them right in the glitter glue, because that will make it stick. Super cute. So I will have to let this dry. Now let me finish this card because I hadn't actually finished it yet. I need to put the little spider webs hanging down. So I'm just going to take my gel pen, and I think I'll just use that. And I think that I'm going to do it like the one that I saw on Pinterest, where this is not a straight line. It's kind of squiggly and turns and is a little squiggly. And it's just really cute like that, I thought. So, and then it's just going up to the cauldron. And we'll do the same thing with this one. Just like that. So then this card is complete, and I'm going to let that one dry, and I will have that one all ready to go, and that's the one that will be mailed to one of you lucky winners. And again, all you have to do is leave a comment with your email address and your name, and I will email you with if you're the winner, I will email you and ask you to send me your mailing address. So don't leave your mailing address down below, just your email address. And that is it. I'm going to label this one card number 12. And I'm going to put cauldron on it. And this is where the stamp will go. And this is open to international viewers, so please don't hesitate to partake in it if you are interested. So that is that. Thank you so very much for watching, and have a wonderful day. Happy Halloween. Good luck.